Hey guys, Brad here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a new tool. And it will take this new battery right here. It's a FlexVolt 9.0 amp hour battery. So what do you think I'm going to put this in? As you can see, I've got some new tools behind me. We're going to be looking at all these over the next month or two, so make sure you subscribe and keep a close eye on what's coming up down the pipeline, because we've got the concrete saw over here. We've got the concrete nail gun, or metal nail gun, I should say. We've got some impacts. We've got the new roofing nailer right here. Oh, there it goes. We've got the bandsaw. We've got the new mixer. So lots of stuff coming down the pipe. So make sure you subscribe, check us out. All right, so I'm going to be putting this battery in the new Dewalt FlexVolt HEPA. All right, this thing is sweet. I love it. So we're gonna put the battery in here. Just goes right in the front like this. Now, for all you guys out there, this is the DCV585. It's the FlexVolt. It's a HEPA vac. It meets all the OSHA compliance stuff, so it's all good. It is a 2-gallon vacuum and sucks about 125 CFM. Now, this vacuum is awesome for me because it fits on TSTAK. And as you know, I'm mostly TSTAK stuff. I've got it stacked up all around me. So I'm clearly into it. And today I used this for the first time. I took it to a job site and I had to use an elevator. Now, usually I'm not using elevators for my jobs. I'm mostly residential, but today I was on a 16th floor downtown and I had to bring in all my carts. I needed a vacuum, and this was awesome how it just clicked right in. I didn't have to haul a special thing in, one of those big round ridges or whatever. Just having this on my TSTAK system was the best. So, it's the same TSTAK system as all the others. I'll throw it on here so you can kind of see the size comparison, because before I got this, I wasn't sure exactly on the dimensions. So you can see the difference here. It's a little wider. This is a standard TSTAK box, so a little bit wider. And you would almost think they would have designed this for the tough system, the 1.0 or the 2.0. I'm surprised they put it in a TSTAK, system. Just the reason I guess I'm saying that is because it is mostly used, I would say, for drilling, cutting, grinding concrete. And I think most guys that are on commercial jobs are using the tough system, not the TSTAK. With my experience, I found most guys that are into the TSTAKs are typically guys that are doing residential. They don't have necessarily as big of tools like big grinders and big drills and stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm surprised they did. I'm glad they did it. I wish they would have another way to connect it to the tough system, because I'm getting into that as well. But yeah, that's another rant. So let's take a look at the vacuum. All right. As you see, the battery goes on in the front here, and there it is. I lost it. So it is on this remote system here, and it's not Bluetooth. It's on a radio frequency. So the beautiful thing about this is we can just attach this to our vacuum hose where we're working, or you keep it in your pocket. But I can press this. You just have to flick the button here to the right, and now the Connect is on, and when I press it, it comes on. So I used this today. It was great. There's a video coming out soon of me doing some mortising, and I was working on these doors. So having this with my router was just great, because I could turn it on, turn it off as I needed it. I didn't have to bend down and turn on a vacuum. So I love these wireless controls. They're just the best. So 2 thumbs up on that one. Now, to get into the whole system here, I'll take the battery out just to lose some weight. And speaking about weight, this thing weighs about, what I say, 17 pounds, roughly. So it's got really nice metal latches on the front and the back. And that's how we get in, all right? And then we've got 2 HEPA filters here. 2-gallon compartment. We've got a bag, and it attaches right here. I'll just disconnect this. You can see I've been using it. So when you're done using the bag, you just peel off this sticky and you can seal it right up. Okay, so that's if you're getting into like really bad concrete dust. You definitely want to seal it up so it's not getting all that dust everywhere. Now we're gonna do some drilling, and I'll show you. We're going to do some drilling with some concrete bits, as well as I'm going to suck up some water because this is a wet vac as well. So we'll get into that. Being a HEPA vac, it's got that knocking noise, so it's always kind of vibrating these filters so that it keeps them clean. And I'll turn that on. Maybe we can catch that on the audio. I'm not sure. So to turn it on without the remote, we just push this button all the way to the left. Helps if you have a battery in it though, right? So you see that knock? It was twice, boom, boom. So it's just clearing the dust out of the filters. So it's a really cool system. Now it has onboard hose storage, and it kind of wraps around the whole unit. At the back here, it clips in, and I like it. The only thing I don't like about it, I guess, is that I found when it was connected to my other T-stacks below it, I had trouble getting my hand in here to undo the latch. So I had to unwrap the hose to really be able to get my fingers in there. Other than that, it's a great way to store the hose. Now, the hose is Dewalt's quick connect system. At least that's what I call it. But you know, it's got the ball bearings inside, and this will connect to a multitude of Dewalt tools. And we're going to show you how to do that too. Then on the side here, we've got a button we press, and we can pull this hose right out. It's not the easiest to do, but it does come out. All right. And I think this, honestly don't really know what that cable is. I'm thinking it's a grounding wire, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm guessing it's a grounding cable. Just a guess. If someone knows what it is, let me know. But leave a comment down below if you wouldn't mind. But I'm thinking it's a grounding cable. It's super quiet. You know, just working around other guys and having this on, I can have a conversation. So it's really nice to work around. And the hose is long-ish. So, you know, you can put it around a corner if you want. And you know, the noise isn't right in your ears. So let's get into some drilling, all right? Enough chatter. We're gonna use this guy right here. This is the DeWalt 20-volt brushless. This has got the E-clutch on it. This is the DCH293, all right? Really nice drill. And we're gonna use a 1/2-inch hollow bit. This one's by DeWalt, and we've reviewed these as well. It sucks the dust up through the nose. Okay, so we're gonna drill these patio stones. I don't have any, you know, concrete slabs here, so I've just stacked 2 patio stones, and we'll give that a go. And then when we're done that, we're gonna suck up a bucket of water. All right, and we can kind of demonstrate how this all plays out. All right. Then I'm gonna have to put on my glasses and some ears. Basically this just connects onto the side like that and locks right in. Okay. So now I'm just gonna throw some ears on. And then we could keep this anywhere. You know, you could keep it up here. I'm going to wrap it around the hose. All right. So we're good to go. So just turn it on. Oh, you got to make sure you're on the proper mode. Turn it on. Okay. Okay. So it's kind of hard to tell because it's a patio stone and it's so thin I couldn't really get into some good drilling, but that's just sort of to demonstrate the idea behind this. These bits do work really, really well, and they're basically all I use now for when I'm drilling holes. They just suck up all the dust and they take very little to clean out if you have to put in any epoxy or anything like that for your rebar. But yeah, that's a very, very quick example of how you would sort of set this up. Okay, so next we are going to do some water. Now, I don't have any fittings for this, so we're just going to chuck the hose right into the bucket. But before you do that, you have to pull the filters. All right, so just take this lid off. These just twist off like that. Now, you don't need these when you're doing wet vac because you don't want these to get wet and then they get gummed up and then it doesn't breathe properly. So we always take them out. And then I'm going to pull the bag out. Now I'll put it all back together. This is my first time sucking up water with this thing, so hopefully it works, right? Okay. Now, turn it on. Oh, I keep forgetting to do that. Turn it on. So it's sucking, but it's slow. All right, so that was the wet function. Now, my honest opinion, that's not very great. I've had a lot of wet vacs and they put this thing to shame. I don't know if it's because it's up on this table. Maybe let's put it on the floor and see if it sucks a little better, because it barely sucked the water out, so I wasn't that impressed. So let's give it another go, okay? There we go. That's a lot faster. All right. So it turned off, so I think that's because it's full of water. I'm honestly not sure. We'll take a look. Yeah, we filled it right up. So that's a good example here of when you do fill it up with water, it automatically shuts off. That's actually kind of cool, because a lot of the other wet vacs out there will just sort of keep turning on and sucking and really not achieving anything. So I like that. That's pretty sweet. So I'm just going to leave this down here because I don't want to get water all over my table. But overall, I love this vacuum. It is pricey. For a vacuum, you know, it's like $300-400. It's a lot of money for a vacuum, and you really got to justify buying it. Now, you know, using it for concrete dust and grinding and all that, and if you're constantly wheeling in and out of a job, this is a great vacuum to have, because you don't have to have like 3 carts or, you know, carrying everything or whatever. It's just, it fits in your system. So if you're on the TSTAK system, even if you're in the tough system, you can make it work with a bungee cord or whatever, but especially the TSTAK system, then I highly recommend it. And I love this vacuum. It's something I've wanted for years, and I'm just loving it. So please leave some comments down below, guys. I'd love to hear from you. If you have the vacuum, if you have more experience using it than I do, I'd love to hear from you, because I just got my hands on it right now. So it's just very, very new to me, but I'm liking what it can do. So yeah, hit the notify bell, guys, subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you wouldn't mind, and until next time, keep on crushing it. We'll catch you later.